Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nur Shakirah binti Nurul Azmin. So, I introduce about Petron and Petronas. Petron Malaysia is a major downstream oil and gas company in Malaysia. It produce, distribute, market and sell petroleum product. The company's history started in 1893 and was previously known as Esso and Mobile. In 2012, Petron Corporation from the Philippines bought ExxonMobil downstream business in Malaysia. Today, Petron Malaysia operates the Port Dickson refinery and has over 800 service stations across the country. It sells petrol, diesel, LPG, lubricant and also provides street convenience stores. Overall, Petron Malaysia plays an important role in providing energy products. Petronas, or Petroleum Nasional Berhad, is Malaysia's national energy company. It was established in 1974 to manage and protect Malaysia's petroleum resources. Today, Petronas operates across the full energy value chain, including oil and gas exploration, LNG, petrochemical, refining, fuel retailing, shipping and trading. It also plays an important role in Malaysia's economy, job creation and energy security. In recent years, Petronas has focused more on cleaner energy such as renewable energy, hydrogen, green product and carbon capture. The company aims to achieve net zero carbon emission by 2050.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Nuratika Farisha binti Muhammad Effendi, and today I would like to analyze liquidity ratio of Petron Malaysia and also Petronas Gas Berhad. For liquidity ratio, Petron current ratio decreased slightly from 1.28 times in 2023 to 1.24 times in 2024. This means that for every 1 ringgit of current liabilities, Petron had 1 ringgit and 28 cents of their current asset in 2023, but only 1 ringgit and 24 in 2024. However, the ratio increased significantly to 2.01 times in 2025, meaning that Petron had 2 ringgit and 1 cent of their current asset for every 1 ringgit of their short-term liabilities. This shows that Petron's ability to pay short-term obligation improved greatly in 2025. For Petronas Gas Berhad, the current ratio was much higher than Petron in all 3 years. It was 17.37 times in 2023. However, it decreased to 12.02 times in 2024 and then increased to 19 and 69 times in 2025. This means that in 2025, Petronas had 19 ringgit and 69 cents of their current asset for every 1 ringgit of their current liabilities. Although the ratio dropped in 2024, the company still had very strong liquidity throughout the 3-year period. So overall, Petronas Gas Berhad had a stronger liquidity position than Petron but Malaysia, even though Petron improved from 1.24 to 2.01. Petronas Gas Berhad remained much higher at 19.69 in 2025, showing that a greater ability to settle down their short-term liabilities.
Net is the leverage ratio, which measures how much of a company's assets are financed by debt. A lower debt ratio generally indicates lower financial risk. For Petron and Berhad, the debt ratio was 0.48 in 2023 and increased slightly to 0.53 in 2024. This means that the companies relied more on debt to finance its asset during these 2 years. However, 2025, the ratio dropped significantly to 0.18, showing a major improvement in its financial position. This indicates that Petron successfully reduced its dependence on debt and strengthened its financial stability. Therefore, our recommendation for Petron is to continue reducing its reliance on debt while maintaining a balanced capital structure to support sustained growth. On the other hand, Petronas Gas Berhad maintained a low and stable debt ratio of around 0.35 to 0.36 throughout the 3 years period. This reflects consistent financial management and a lower level of financial risk compared to Petron. Since the company already has a healthy leverage position, our recommendation is to continue controlling future borrowing and ensure that any new debt is only used for projects that can generate long-term value and support the company's future growth.
Based on the table, Petron and Berhad has a much higher ratio compared to Petronas Gas Berhad from 2023 to 2025. However, Petron ratio shows a decreasing trend from 11.93 in 2023 to 10.64 in 2024 and then 8.68 in 2025. This means Petron performance for this ratio is getting lower each year. Meanwhile, Petronas Gas Berhad shows a very stable trend. The ratio stay almost the same, which is 0.94 in 2023, in 2024, and 0.94 in 2025. Overall, Petron has the higher ratio, but it is decreasing. Petronas Gas Berhad has a lower ratio, but its performance is more stable over the 3 years. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anisara binti Uthman. For profitability, Petron showed an unstable trend over the 3 years. Its net profit margin decreased from 1.6% in 2023 to only 0.1% in 2024, which means Petron earned very little profit from its sales in 2024. However, the ratio recovered to 1.8% in 2025, showing better cost control and profitability. Similarly, Petron's ROA dropped from 5.8% in 2023 to 0.4% in 2024, but increased significantly to 6.7% in 2025. This shows that Petron used its assets more efficiently to generate profit in 2025. For Petronas Gas, the trend was different because its profitability declined continuously. Its net profit margin decreased from 25.82% in 2023 to 18.28% in 2024 and further to 17.06% in 2025. Its ROA also declined from 10.57% in 2023 to 77.44% in 2024 and 6.25% in 2025. This means Petronas Gas was still more affordable than Petron overall, but its ability to generate profit from sales and asset became weaker each year.
In conclusion, both companies demonstrate different financial strengths over the 3-year period. Petron Berhad showed a strong recovery in 2025 through improvement in liquidity, profitability and leverage, indicating a stronger financial position. Meanwhile, Petronas Gas Berhad maintained stable financial performance and a healthy capital structure throughout the 3 years. Overall, financial ratio analysis is useful for evaluating a company's performance and help investor, managers and other stakeholders make better financial decisions.
Next, we're moving on to the recommendation. Starting with Petron Malaysia, its financial condition improved in 2025, particularly in terms of liquidity and debt management. Therefore, Petron should maintain its positive performance by ensuring that it has sufficient cash to pay its short-term commitment. The company should also avoid depending too much on borrowing and use internal fund whenever possible for future business development. However, the Petron needs to give more attention to the use of its fixed asset. Since the fixed asset turnover declined in 2025, the company should make sure that its refinery, station and equipment are able to generate higher sales. Petron can also increase its profitability by reducing unnecessary expenses and focuses more on product to provide much better profit, such as lubricant, convenience store items. For Petronas Gas Berhad, the company has a strong ability to meet its short-term obligation. However, having too much cash for current asset means that some resources are not being used productively. Petronas can consider investing parts of this fund in technology, energy projects or other investment that can provide better returns. Petronas should also improve their speed of collection payment from customer. The average collection period became longer, increasing from 68.08 days in 2023 to 101.81 days in 2025. The company can address this issue by monitoring customer payment more closely and offer incentive for early payment. Lastly, Petronas need to improve its profitability because several profitability ratio show a downward trend. The company should manage its operating and maintenance costs carefully while finding ways to earn more revenue from its current operation and asset. In conclusion, Petron should improve its asset usage and profit generation, while Petronas should focus on more using the assets fund more effectively, collect payment faster, and improve profitability. Thank you.